Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Leaf, and thank you guys so much once again for stopping by and checking out on another video. Now, today I am doing something a little different. I am doing like a time lapse, I guess you could say it is, of a creation of a mod that I made. And this one in particular, it should already be on the Nexus by now. It's the Chinstrap penguin. So, the Chinstrap penguin, why did I choose the Chinstrap penguin? I just think they're kind of funky looking creatures. They're certainly like not the most iconic penguins, or certainly like, not the most common penguins you can find in zoos. Which, would probably be the logical thing to make for a mod, but, I want to make what I want to make, and that's like one of the good things about mod creation. Like, you can do whatever you want. And, you can make animals from the crudes, for instance. But, yeah, so essentially I'm just going through and doing all the modeling at first. And the Chinstrap has kind of a similar body proportion to the king penguin. It's just a little bit different. Like, there's some parts of the model that you can't really get right. For instance, it kind of slouches over, and the rig for the king penguin doesn't really allow for that. So that's unfortunately something that, doesn't really work out. But I digress. In the long run, it turns out to be really good. So here I am just doing a lot of the texture work. Texturing like in Blender is now one of my favorite things to do. I used to be like, I strictly GIMP. I would used to only use texturing products in there. But no, like texturing on the model is so much easier. You don't need to worry about like UV maps. You can just do it right on it. And yeah, you can just see me putting on the iconic chin strap, I guess it is. No clue as to why they have those in the first place, but I think they're cute with them nonetheless. And here I am just doing a little bit of the markings. The kind of like the separation between the black and the white feathers is a little funky on this one, and I actually do like end up fixing it down the line. So here I am just making the feathers a little bit more darker because the king penguin is still kind of light, and the Chinstrap penguin, it's just like pure black and white. It's such a beautiful creature. Here I am just working on the eyes, so it looks like it's kind of squinting at you all the time. And that's something I really like. I didn't expect it to work out with the model, but it turned out to work out kind of good. So, yeah, the whole modding process is just like a whole testing stuff out and seeing if it sticks. And eventually you find stuff that does stick, so it's awesome when that happens, and it sucks when it doesn't, really. So here I am just doing a little bit more work on the head and the beak, just making sure it's like nice and thick. So the king penguin has a bit more of a thinner beak, and the Chinstrap has more of a, I don't know, thicker, I guess you could call it. Like, it's a lot more different, I don't really know, but eventually it works out. And here I am, they have like a little bit of, weird discoloration around the ears. At least I think those are ears. So I'm just making sure that all lines up. And I'm working on more of the separation of the body right there. And here we go, we're actually going to test it in game. And this is like something I love to do very often, because oftentimes in GIMP and like in Blender, you don't really get to see like how good a model can look, and you really just need to go in game to just test it out. So here I am, I just eventually work on the feet for a little bit because they do have little pink feet. And yeah, just going into my testing zoo right now. I have a separate zoo for testing set aside, so you can see all my gowers that J2Bex made. You can see like all the pigs and stuff, but nonetheless, here it is in game. I'm just thinking now, by the time this came out, I didn't work on the LODs, so I need to go back and fix those. So, yeah, surprise to your past selves, I guess. So here I am just working on the feet a little bit. It actually makes me a little mad that I didn't do the LODs. You see, like, with modding, you always, like, you need to be careful about what you do, because you will eventually skip steps somewhere. And yeah, just using the colorize tool on GIMP, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite things to use. Just giving them nice little pink feet, and once you do that, you can check on it in Blender and see how it turns out. And so, like, my whole process is just like turning off those, I don't even know what you call those, the hitboxes. I just turn all those off usually to start it off. And yeah, just eventually just working through the model, making my like small changes, starting up Planet Zoo, yada yada, and it just all goes into a lovely circle. So yeah, I just want to show you guys my process with this. I know like a lot of people may be interested in like the process behind the mods. I know a lot more people care about, you know, just having their mods and the mod showcases, but I don't know, it's like always really cool to see like the process that goes into it. And still at this point, I was having troubles with the main. Here I am just taking some pictures for like reference for later, just to match it up and show people my progress as I go on in like the various Discords that I'm in, because, you know, I'm very open about like what I'm making. I like stream on the Frontier server almost every night, either that server or the Planet Zoo or Nick's server. I stream hop so much. But yeah, here I am just essentially getting like all my stuff down, just making sure that I can access my photos, because for some reason my quick access got wiped when I shut my computer off, but you know, it's fine. There's always a problem when it comes to this, but whatever. So yeah, I eventually thought it was a little too fat, and it was starting to mess with the model like when it was sleeping a lot, so I eventually fixed that up. I give it a lot longer of a tail because they usually have like longer tails, and I just fix that up, make sure it's like all even and such. And yeah, we're entering like the last few parts of this, and we're about to see it in game, just doing like small like, you know, quality control things, making sure that, you know, the beak lines up. I really want to make sure that it lines up perfectly as to like how they look in real life as possible, and I think I do a pretty good job on it. I mean, given like the conditions of the rig and stuff, it's not gonna be perfect. Obviously, like you can never have perfection in like modding, because you know, even Frontier can't get things looking too like life accurate. I mean, we all remember Venturong, right? But I digress nonetheless. So here I am just injecting like all the stuff again, loading up Planet Zoo, forgetting that I didn't actually click on the Planet Zoo logo. And eventually I end up in game, and we can see what it looks like. And I think after that, it's just one more model tweak, and then after that, we're all ready to go. We are all ready to get this baby in game. I will have a link to the Nexus mod page in the description down below, so you guys can get this little Chinstrap for your zoos and aquariums and whatnot. I think they're absolutely adorable. I just love how they look. But yeah, just essentially just, you know, just making sure the texture's looking fine, making sure everything looks good. And we're about to enter the live footage of it, just watching it waddle around for a little bit. So I thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And if you like these kinds of time lapses, I would love to do more in the future for all you guys. It was a little bit of a struggle having like ADHD me sit down for like this long and focus on doing this, because I love to just hop around and stuff. But if you guys do like it, I'd love to make more for all you guys. Like, this was a really fun process to put together. So, yep, I'll leave you guys there. If you like it, remember, subscribe. We just hit 1K. Thank you guys so much. I'm still celebrating that. But, you know, we have a lot more goals along the way. I would love to get to 2K soon enough, too. So, if we could do that, I know I have a lot of people who aren't subscribed. I could probably pull up the statistic, but I'm too lazy to. But, yeah, just, you know, keep vibing, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one, and have a wonderful day. Take care.